Firstly, I would like to introduce my project with its site and its physical properties and context. Then the further would be the proposed design with its architectural representation and detailing. Site shows physical properties of the site, its subsoil feature, its connectivity, and its applied norms. Since the site falls in tropical climate, summers are heavier than any other season. The average rainfall is 899 mm. The average temperature is 28.6 degrees Celsius. The strength of the site is such that it is surrounded by various zones such as recreational zone, institutional zone, and commercial zone. Since it falls in seismic zone 3, the height restriction is 15 meters. The topography of the land is flat and hence provide major design opportunities. The subsoil features are such that the soil is alluvial and loamy. The soil investigation report says that the pH value is 6.4 to 8.4 and the SBC is 9.5. Hence, the foundation recommended is 5 plus star foundation with 20 meters deep pile. The water table is at 15.24 meters. The connectivity of the site is such that Vijayawada Airport is 35 kilometers away and Vijayawada railway station is 18.3 kilometers away. The site is surrounded by all the four sides by roads and the rear part has a service road of 30 meters. The norms applied for the site are FSI should be is 5, building coverage should be 50%, one car park per 200 square meter. FSI consumption should be maximum in terms of floor. The floor to floor height should be 4 meters. The current slide shows bifurcation of access. The first picture shows the bifurcation of access by means of transport, that is services by ferry and by airplane. The second picture shows the bifurcation of access in terms of my user, that is by public, by admin and VIPs and services. The front road, that is a 60-meter road, is dedicated completely for the public. The internal road, that is a 30-meter road, would be used by admin and VIP, and the 30-meter road on the rear part would be used for services. Shows the adapted design strategies and the reasoning for the same. As mentioned earlier, since the SBC of the soil is low, the foundation would be pile plus slab foundation. Since the site lies in seismic zone 3, the material adapted is steel and the height restriction of 15 meters. The climatic consideration are kept in mind, keeping the built and unbuilt ratio. Solar energy is the main resources present on the site, so utilization and extraction of this energy would be maximum. Form of building has been decided keeping in mind the function such as spanning, such as exposure to the light and airflow. Major planning consideration are crowd management and classifications of zone such as admin, VIP, services, public and their movement throughout the site. Site shows my site plan. 6 acres of my site is dedicated to 5-star hotel, and on the northwest side is my admin block. My admin block has been accessed by 30 meters wide road. 60-meter wide road is completely dedicated to public access by various means such as auto, Ola, Uber, pedestrian or vehicular. The rear part is completely kept for services, which is adjoined with 30 meters wide service road. Slide shows various zones of my site that has been bifurcated based on their function, such as exhibition area, convention hall, and admin area. The current slide shows various plans such as crowd management plan with its main axis, secondary axis, arterial axis, and subarterial axis. The main axis plan which shows from where the pedestrian entry axis, the Ola Uber, the VIPs, and the service axis. That also shows the parking plan. The parking plan consists of service parking plan, admin parking plan, VIP parking, and public parking. On the other hand, there is a plan which shows the VIP entries and admin access to the structures. My convention hall with a seating of 2,500 seats. We enter in the main lounge which acts as a waiting area with admin offices such as vigilance department, registration department, and security department. It also comprises of galleries, shops, and press room. We then enter into the secondary lounge area which also acts as an acoustic barrier along with the 10-meter wide corridor on both of the sides. On the rear part are the staff entries, the assembly areas, and the service areas with green rooms and AHU rooms and electrical handling rooms. This slide shows a section through the convention hall, which thereby shows the total height as 12 meters. It also shows the structural system, that is the truss. It also shows the acoustic panels and the light panels of the and their locations. It also shows the walling system, that is purlins and GRCs, with the shading system, that are the shading devices. It also shows the northwest side elevation with some 3D views of convention hall. Exhibition hall and kitchen. There are 5 exhibition hall which could be used as together and individually as well by means of operable wall system. There is an adjoining pre-function area which is connected to the dock area. Exactly besides to the exhibition hall there is kitchen which would cater to the F&B demands of the entire project. It shows a section through exhibition hall, the pre-function area. It also shows 3D views of exhibition hall which clearly shows pre-function areas and the dock areas, and also the provision of operable wall systems. Current slide shows west side elevation and south side elevation of the site. It also shows views from various axes and an approaching view from the 60-meter road axis. It shows admin building, which is of ground plus 1 floor. It shows the catering departments such as management department, display and design department, security department, registration, vigilance, technical, fair and services, and finance and accounts department. It also shows 2 sections which clearly gives an idea about the volume of the administration block and 2 elevations along with some views. This slide shows convention building. Convention building comprises of conference hall, meeting halls, discussion rooms, and meeting rooms, galleries, and few administration offices. Administration offices includes organizer's office, administration office, vigilance department, and security department. A gallery of 200 square meter each, conference room of 220 square meter each, meeting room of 110 square meter each, and meeting hall of 110 square meter each has been provided. Those side sections of convention hall and corresponding views, which covers the main view from the elevation, the convention halls from eye level. Also, the east side elevation slide shows solar panel over its roofs and views from all the four directions. Architectural representation and drawing. Environmental science, the three major components that are looked upon are solar, waste management, and rainwater. For solar, there are two major bifurcations, such as savings and protection. For saving, I have used solar roofs and solar panels, and for protection, I have used shading devices over my facades. In rainwater management, I have designed percolation tanks for increasing the groundwater level. As mentioned earlier, the groundwater level in this area is certainly low. So by proposing such an idea for percolation tanks, after a period of time, the groundwater level would rise. For garbage management, the main step for public project is segregation, then reusing, recycling, and their shows zones as such as location of solar panels, that is ABC. On-grid system has been adopted for this project. The plan shows how solar panels in a linear position are attached by a wire and thereby carried to a downtick energy wire, which thereby goes to the stations. So the section shows solar roads which have a base layer, a supported structure, LED lighting, and a glass structure. The schematic section shows how solar panel energy would be diverted to the main system. The solar panel calculation have been done taking in consideration the area of the panel, wattage per panel, exposure to the sun, that is 6 hours per day, number of panels over the particular zone, and the total energy generated. Percolation tank section. Percolation tank is nothing but a tank which would collect the rainwater and add to the groundwater level. This tank would be provided at every 30 to 20 meters, taking in consideration the gradient and the slope. This system would be effective in increasing a groundwater level after certain years. Section of the roads have been shown providing drains on either of the side. The sewage treatment plant have also been provided in this project. Since the project is a public project and would have a floating population, sewage treatment plant plays a very important role on its basic fundamentals such as segregation, separation, and thereby transportation. Services. In building management services, I have adopted four sectors, that is firefighting, HVAC, management services, and plumbing system. Site hydrants at LV 100 meters and building hydrants at LV 10 meters have been already provided. The plan showcases the same. Current slide shows the plumbing system for the project. Hydro-pneumatic system has been adopted as main water storage plumbing system for this project. Hydro-pneumatic system is nothing but a pressure tank and a storage tank, wherein a piston plays an important role. It pumps up the water and thereby circulates it to the various areas. The plan shows the two position piston pumps and the storage tanks. And whereas the subordinate tank, the schematic section shows the water tank, the pressure tank, and the water to the structure. Also, the reference images show how hydro-pneumatic system could work. The current plan shows the location of chiller plant and cooling tower. A schematic section have been shown by consideration AHU, the inlets, the outlets, the cooling tower, and the chiller plant. The cooling plant and the chiller plant is located outdoor in the radius of 30 meters so that there would be no compromise in the efficiency of HVAC. Current plan shows locations of IC chambers and STP. It also shows the locations of temporary toilets which could be adopted in case when and where wanted during an event. AHU calculations for the structure. The structure is divided into zones. Every zones have their own AHU rooms. The table shows the calculation for AHU, wherein every zone have their volume. The volume have been converted into tonnage and CFM, that is cubic feet per meter, and then it is divided into 4 units available with, and thereby taken the AHU dimensions. The current slide shows occupant load for the building. Since the population would be floating, the consideration of the factor of safety is taken as 0.5. It also shows the building management system. Building management system adopts alarm system, monitor system, lift and elevator system, fire alarm system, CCTV system, access control, security, and observation. All this system play a very important role when it's a mass project or a floating population project. The current slide shows the water calculation for all the zones such as meeting room, meeting hall, conference room, and exhibition hall. It also shows the acoustic material used in convention hall, the reflectors and the observers and its coefficient. It also shows the retractable seating used in meeting rooms. Construction. Building construction has been adopted into 3 parts. For the foundation, we have adopted pile foundation and pile plus rock foundation. In wall system, we have used steel members, purlins, and GRC panels thereby, and drywall system. For spanning, we have used truss. The detail at V clearly shows the joinery for truss and the foundation, pile foundation, and the reference images have been attached. Current slide shows my grid for the structure. The grid for the structure is 10 by 10, irrespective for the convention hall, where the span increases to 50 and 60 meters. There we have used steel truss as shown in the diagrams and the views They have used ring beam for catering it, and then thereby covering it by purlins. Purlins are thereby covered by GRC panels, and their GRC panels are then covered by shading devices. All the three views give a clear idea of the truss location. The truss are located at 10 meters each. The current slide shows various building construction details at point E, F, G, H. It also shows the joinery for solar panels and the detail for expansion joint. It also shows the location of truss and its details in form of views. The current slide shows various types of truss use, a drywall detail, the structural detail for admin building, and the services that will be carried out between the truss. It also shows the location of trusses with respect to the purlins and the shading devices and the overall volumetric view. Thank you.